All the Hollywood business has for quite some time been related with tales and legends encompassing passings, and affirmed forfeits these hypotheses have re-emerged as of late following the lamentable passing of MsJackyOh, the previous accomplice of DC youngsters, have been addressing whether her demise was a penance intended to propel youthful's vocation in the business. It is important that the announced reason for her demise was difficulties connected with restorative techniques. This episode helps us to remember the debate encompassing the dubious passing of Donda West, which had Kanye West raising worries quite a while prior. Go along with us as we dig into the subtleties of this most recent debate encompassing DC youthful. We have every one of the subtleties. Yet before I spill anything, ensure first that you buy into our channel and hit the warning ranger for additional updates and recordings like this presently. How about we make a plunge? DC youthful, the famous YouTuber, has been standing out as truly newsworthy following the disastrous loss of his lengthy time span accomplice and previous wild and outstar MsJackyOh. As per TMZ, the superstar news channel, MsJackyOh died. As of late, the reports demonstrate that she was in Miami at the hour of her demise. Sources have additionally uncovered that she was in Miami for a mom makeover strategy. Previous star of Wild and Out, MsJackyOh has kicked the bucket at only 32 years of age. Bet media gathering likewise grieved the deficiency of the previous entertainer. The authority explanation read, "We are profoundly disheartened by the death of Jacqueline Smith," referred to the world as MsJackyOh, a gifted Wild and Out relative whose effect will be perpetually prized. And MsJackyOh was a caring companion and dearest partner of the Wild and Out cast all through 5 seasons. All the more critically, she was a gigantic mother to 3 lovely kids. In the midst of the flowing bits of hearsay, a TikTok video added fuel to the hypothesis. The video showed DC youthful, in spite of lamenting the deficiency of his accomplice, tending to a gathering of kids and others in what had all the earmarks of being a kitchen-like setting. It is normal for guardians to give consolation and solace in such conditions. In the video, youthful can be heard rehashing the mantra, "This is totally supportive of our family. For me, it's for us to grow our mindset, comprehend what is for the family. This is ground pull. This is for us. Everything's starting here. Everything is for us." Upon cautious assessment of the clasp, a few people might raise questions about what precisely youthful alludes to when he specifies this is in support of our family. By and by, youthful plays dependably satisfied his part by giving a proclamation for his family. The assertion offered thanks for the help and kind words, but while mentioning security during this difficult period. Regardless of youthful's endeavors, his disputable video has energized convictions in the conciliatory hypothesis, provoking inquiries regarding his lengthy time of quiet following the news. A few fans offered goodies of data, guaranteeing she kicked the bucket in the lodging. Did you had at least some idea that she passed on in an anonymous individual called the rescue vehicle and said somebody was not answering? She didn't communicate what occurred or who she was. That individual is as yet a secret. Jackie really endured the medical procedure. Oak. She probably had inconveniences as she stayed asleep from sundown to sunset. While no authority data has been uncovered, web clients have framed the conviction that Jackie's demise was the after effect of inconveniences emerging from her corrective medical procedure. This association has prompted examinations with a high-profile demise of Donda West subsequently. The web is abuzz with hypotheses and charges of blood penances following Jackie's shocking passing. Apparently, DC youthful had new expert open doors not too far off, which has ignited interest and cocked eyebrows among eyewitnesses. DC youthful fly child mom, daddy plastic medical procedure canny mother, kicked the bucket very much like DC youthful fly, just forfeited the mother of his girl to Goat Lucy, otherwise known as Lucifer. Those piled up parody event dates he got arranged included some significant pitfalls, and he paid with blood. I continue letting you know, all who are tingling for the delicate lie in media outlets, Nothing is free of charge, positively the memory of Kanye West's moving presence via virtual entertainment. Because of his eccentric comments about his mom's passing remaining parts, striking in a video caught by paparazzi, West talked about the thought of Hollywood taking part in conciliatory works on including what he accepted to be the penance of his own mom, Donda West. The episode made a huge buzz and caused Broad to notice the subject of penances inside media outlets. My mom ain't here. My mom was forfeited. Michael Jordan. What might be said about ICE? The subject of penances inside media outlets. My mom ain't here. My mom was forfeited. Michael Jordan. What might be said about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby. His child, drove his child out in Hollywood. Many individuals come up missing. It seems like it very well may be a ton of that to control damage now. We as a whole realize that Kanye has never avoided uncovering the Hollywood elites. And this time around he even ventured to name their mannequins. They have some control over Shaq. They had some control over Charles Barkley. They had some control over LeBron James. They controlled Jay-Z and Beyonce. Even John Sally, an American previous expert ball player and an industry insider, surrendered to Kanye's cases in a meeting with Vlad Television. Shelby said he makes statements like my mother was forfeited. Imagine a scenario in which that is valid. Imagine a scenario in which they didn't do it to Jordan's dad, yet consider the possibility that they did it to Kanye's mother. Oak. That is an arrangement. Imagine a scenario in which that happened. Don't you need to stand up? No, you don't want to know. I don't. Okay, except for you came here to stand up in a new improvement. Dr. Adams, the restorative specialist engaged with Donda West's system, has approached to furnish his viewpoint during a meeting with Inside Release. Dr. Adams guaranteed that Kanye's proclamations about Hollywood penances were valid as he explained that Donda's passing was inconsequential to the corrective methodology he performed under. This disclosure adds one more layer to the continuous conversation, encompassing Donda West's unfortunate passing and the likely contribution of outer variables. Kanye West can end this by coming clean. And what do you accept that reality is the specialist had nothing to do with his mother's passing, besides the fact that the specialist shared the careful data. Yet he additionally proceeded to communicate doubts in regards to the parental figure answerable for Donda's post-employable consideration at home. Doug Adams described that following West's medical procedure, he suggested she stay at the clinical office for legitimate consideration anyway. At any point, West demanded remaining with her nephew, Stephen Scoggins, who is both Kanye's cousin and an attendant during the meeting. Dr. Adams referred to notice that he had made in 2007 that reported the occurrence. He uncovered his conviction that Donda was managed an exorbitant measure of prescription by her nephew, depicting it as unfeeling. This woman ought not be dead. Her guardians gave her 20 Vicodin tabs in under 20 hours. He said Adams accepts the overburden of pills made West gag to death. As per sources, she was left on her back, unattended. Adams even estimated that this, to be sure, was an arrangement to go after Kanye. You see, Kanye has forever been very slippery to the diversion world. He made a remarkable titles for his enemy of Semitic comments after he wore a shirt with white lives matter. West, who lawfully changed his name to Ye, told Fox News previous co-have Exhaust Carlson that he wore it since it's the undeniable thing. The solution to why I composed White Lives Matter on a shirt is on the grounds that they do. During a meeting with Carlson, Kanye West was examined concerning why his assertions are viewed as disputable. Accordingly, West declared that the discussion emerges in light of the fact that he won't adjust to the media's assumptions. For his conduct, he scrutinized the media for forcing marks and stripping individuals of their characters in light of race, especially inside the setting of being dark anyway. As the media story has depicted, West's provocative comments have had repercussions on his monetary standing. It is accounted for that he has lost roughly 50% of his fortune because of the apparent flippancy of his assertions, as per Mike Dream. There is a hesitance inside the business to team up with West, regardless of his exhibited ability and capacities. simply don't have any desire to contact and draw in and be in association with somebody who's seen such enemy of Semitic. And for the individuals who have forgotten on the grounds that you erase all his questionable tweets. Subsequently, he tweeted, "I'm a cycle languid this evening. Yet when I awaken on going to DEFCON 3 on Jewish individuals, the entertaining thing is I truly can't be hostile to Semitic. Since individuals of color are truly Jew. Additionally, you folks played with me and attempted to extort anybody, whoever goes against your plan, in the midst of the continuous debates, including Kanye West and DC youthful fly sweetheart. It is clear that there is a time of doubt encompassing media outlets. Given the puzzling conditions, it appears to be judicious for specialists to direct an examination as things don't adjust strongly reality. Seeing Jackie's expected association as a blood penance might be uncovered once DC Youthful Fly offers his point of view regarding this.